Hello everybody, welcome back. It doesn't matter where in the economy you look at the minute, it seems that every single day we have some news related to the tariffs and the potential trade war coming out. What we have here is the US Central Bank, the Federal Reserve, cutting the growth outlook. We're seeing the Federal Reserve acknowledge that tariff-related inflation and trims its forecast of economic growth, partly on the basis that consumer spending expectations are down and the threat of rising prices is up. And it's not just the Fed that are aware of this. Of course, you would expect them to be, but we're seeing big companies actually announcing big warnings related to the economy at the minute. We're seeing CEOs of some of the world's largest companies, some household names which you've probably heard of, like Delta, Walmart, and Dick's Sporting Goods, all announcing cautious tones in recent weeks, leading them to cut their guidance or give weaker than expected outlooks. This compounds the issue of slowing job markets, persistent inflation, and sliding consumer confidence. It seems that people just are not spending at the minute. It seems that a lot of people are cautious of the potential of an economic downturn. They're cautious of the potential of a really different situation. And I don't blame them. When we have a look at the market at the minute, internationally, we are seeing a lot of anger, you could say, from a lot of different countries related to the tariffs or the news of potential tariffs. We're seeing this massive boycott fever, you could call it, with countries like Canada, Denmark, and a lot of Europe actually joining forces in rejecting US products over trade policies. And this really is kind of unprecedented, right? And this could have a major impact on US markets going forwards. We are seeing Canadians really boycotting a lot of US products, and apparently now Canadian road trippers boycotting the US could cost around $4 billion. That is a major economic loss, right? This is just one small sector. Of course, it's a large sector, but just think about the impact if countries and individuals at mass around the world are to reject US products by obviously hurt from the tariffs. Now again, it doesn't matter where you sit on the fence here, that is your choice to make. I am impartial on that topic. But this is just the news that we're seeing coming out, regardless of what you think to it. And the thing is, it's not just these sorts of companies. Actually, Elon Musk's company, or one of his companies, Tesla, is aware of the impacts of tariffs too, with Tesla coming out in the last couple of weeks speaking about the impacts that could happen from disproportionate retaliatory tariffs. And again, the fact of the matter is quite simple. Other countries can implement their own retaliatory tariffs, right? And this is what we're seeing Tesla announcing. It could have a major impact, a disproportionate impact according to them, on their business, as they do sell a lot of cars around the world. However, it is not just the CEO of Tesla who is concerned, it's investors, as we are seeing consumers essentially en masse either trying to get rid of their Tesla cars or stopping buying them in large parts. We are seeing massive declines in Tesla sales, again, a lot of this being related to the moves of Elon Musk and essentially his political stance in the last couple of weeks. We are seeing Tesla sales being down significantly, right? In several European countries, we are seeing sales drop by around 50% almost. That is a really large drop. And Germany saw sales down by around 70%. This is huge, and this is just another sign of how the political landscape, the economy as a whole, and the way that people feel towards US goods related to tariffs, related to policies, are coming to impact consumer spending globally. This is significant. And again, whether you agree with the policies or not is up to you, but a lot of people believe that Donald Trump could be leading the US into a deep recession, right? This is significant. We're seeing markets in the last couple of weeks drop significantly, and now a lot of economists are wondering how this is going to impact the future. So what we're seeing in the last couple of weeks is that the UCLA Anderson School of Management published a official recession watch for the first time in 73 years. They are suggesting that a recession is completely avoidable if Trump's signature economic policies, including the severe tariffs, essentially are dismantled, right? This, according to them, is something which could be avoided. Now, we've been seeing signs in a lot of people's eyes that economy or major economic symbols like the stock market might have been overvalued for some time, but the actual concept of a deep recession Is it something that is avoidable? Or is it something that Trump is completely driving with his policies? That I'm going to leave you guys to make your minds up on. But what we're seeing in the broad economy, what we're seeing in the stock markets, what we're seeing in job cuts is crazy. Big companies putting out warnings, slashing their profit forecasts left, right, and centre. This is something to pay attention to. Customers just don't appear to be spending as they once were. Is it just a blip in time? Is it something which will be glossed over in the near future? Or is it something more serious to pay attention to? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Just a short video sharing some information with you. Thank you, and I hope I'll see you soon. Goodbye.